I think this is going to be bigger, though. I think it's going to be great. So just to show you some of the equipment that I bought to go along with this, here's one of the microphones I bought. I obviously have loads of microphones. I have the one that I use for my commentary, and I have a lot of microphones like this one, which are USB microphones. This is a Rock Band one. I also have a generic Logitech one. But these are much nicer analog microphones. I mean, they're not high-end. They're Radio Shack, but it was expensive. I did get 2 of them, so me and Joe will both have that. And this is what I'm really excited about. This is my mixing board. Now, as you can see from it, it is a cheaper mixing board. It's on the cheap end. It doesn't have very many levels, just volumes. But it does have 4 microphone inputs. So in the future, we may invite guests to come on the John and Joe Show. Of course, it would, be people that can physically come to my house, which would mean that it's going to be people only that I know personally. But this baby's going to mean a lot. I tested it out earlier. The quality's good. It sounds nice. It's very easy to use. Like I said, I went for a cheaper one. This only cost me $30. And I know, like, for really good mixing boards, you could pay $100, $200. And there's even high-ender ones, in $300, $400, but they say those are not even that much better. But the important thing is I got it, and it works. I mean, one day in the future, maybe I'll be making money off of this. Who knows? And I can get better equipment. But for now, this is my first mixing board. This is huge for me. So I wanted to show you that. And I'm planning on getting an analog headset, so that way I could use the mixing board for my commentary videos. I mean, obviously I could, commentate with this, but then how am I going to hold the controller? So it's either get a mic stand or get an analog headset, and I like the way the analog sounds. My voice sounds much more natural. A lot of you guys have never really heard my voice. I mean, I get a lot of comments about, you have a good radio voice, you have a good voice and whatnot, but you're hearing it in, you're not only in MP3, but through digital signal. So, you would be hearing that for the first time, analog, truly the way I sound. So, I mean, right now you're hearing it on a flip camera that's digital, so. And everybody knows the flip cameras, they're pretty cool, but the audio quality's not the best. So I just wanted to show you guys some of the stuff I got, the GameCube games, the mixer, the Star Trek game, the microphones. You can tell they're good because they're heavy. So, is it heavy? Yeah. That means it's expensive. Put it down. Leave me a comment if you know where that reference came from. Anyway, as it is, I'm probably going to have to break this video into 2 parts. So, since I have to do that... Let me get that out of there. That's bugging me. Sorry. Since I have to do that, I just wanted to also show you some other things. I picked up BioShock. I had wanted to get this for PC, but I've been trying to, conserve hard drive space. I recently freed up a lot of hard drive space, but I decided to get it for Xbox because it was cheap, and I figured, I'm not very much into playing first-person shooters with a controller, but I've heard that with BioShock, that even though you could use the keyboard and mouse for the PC version, that the Xbox version is actually better in a lot of ways. So I don't know. It was cheap, so we'll try it. I mean, I've wanted to play through that for a while. So yeah, and you guys, a lot of you have been asking me about what I thought about Mario Galaxy 2. I mean, I don't know what I could say that I didn't already say in the videos. It's a great game. It's certainly more challenging than the first one. I'm playing, a little bit every day. I try and get 2 or 3 stars every day. I don't have a lot of time to dedicate to it, unfortunately. But I've been enjoying the shit out of it. But right now, I've been trying to practice at this Star Trek game. So, we'll see. One feature that you may see one day is I might actually show you my whole Star Trek DVD collection, because I have a load of them. I mean, here's just one that I'm holding right now, is The Next Generation Season 7. And when I finish that collection, you'll see that. That's a lot easier to finish than the GameCube games collection. Anything else? I mean, I was going to try and make this short, but then I saw the video was going over 11 minutes. So I said, I'm going to have to break it in half anyway. Might as well might as well go for it. Oh, you know what? I haven't shown these things in a while, but I did want to show you the equipment that I do use for the commentary videos, because people still ask, and it's been a long time. So I mentioned my headset. This is my headset. It's a Logitech. It costs about $40 to $50 depending on where you buy it. It is USB, so that means it's digital, which means it's not super high quality. But for me, the important thing was that it's durable. People have mentioned to me, like on, especially when they're new fans and they've gone through the old vids, and they said the sound quality on my commentary has gone like this. Like in some, my voice has almost no treble to it at all, and in some it has too much. And I'm kind of happy with this mic, but I'm looking to move towards analog because it'll give a truer sound, and I just like the way it sounds. But the reason that the quality had changed so much over the 2 or so years that I've been on YouTube is because I've been through a lot of headsets, and because the ones I was getting cheap ones. When I started doing the commentaries, I was between jobs, and I couldn't afford to like buy really good ones, so I'd buy like little $20 ones, $10 ones, and they would break after a while. They would just fall apart in my hands. This one I've had for a long time, so I could say I've always tried to buy Logitech, but if you get the good one, like the $40, $50 one, it's a little more durable, and that's what was important to me. But now I'm looking for durable and quality. Speaking of being a whore to the Logitech company, this is the controller I use. It's a Logitech Rumble Pad 2. Now, it's not perfect. The D-pad is not really true to most games, but it works for me. I did have to break it in quite a lot, but it has dual analog, and the analogs are, they're not as good as like an Xbox analog, but they're, I'd say, slightly better than what PlayStation has to offer. And they do have clicks. There are shoulder buttons. It does have vibrate, which is cool. And yeah, I do recommend this controller. I think it cost me like $50, but I think they're cheaper now because I've had it for a while. I think that's it. I think there's nothing else to really show you. I was trying to just cram as much as I can into this video so you get more out of it. I haven't done videos lately. I meant to do some yesterday, but the phone was going off the hook, which brings me to other news. I was waiting to talk about this. So, happy news for my family. Well, there's two things that's been going on. One that's like not so happy news, but that my dog Aries had surgery recently to remove a tumor. But the good news is he's recovering. He's doing well, and we're all glad to be past that. But the really good news is my sister. You guys remember the wedding video, right? Well, it didn't take them long, but I'm going to be an uncle. I know I'm going to be like, the cool uncle, too. So, I'm the one with all the video games and shit. I'm the one, with all the cool shit. But, yeah, I don't know. People have been asking me, like, people have been calling me and hitting me on, like, Facebook and whatnot, asking me, how do you feel? And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, we'll see, But, just figured, there was some happy news. I'd share that with you. Okay, that really is it, because, there's nothing else to talk about. So I'll see you guys tomorrow with a new probably tomorrow with a new episode of the VMX Show. My sister and her husband are coming over for dinner, and don't know quite how much time I'll have to record. But yeah, either tomorrow or Monday, because I'm not working Monday for the holiday, you'll get an episode of the VMX Show, and we'll see you after that with videos. VMX out. It's still fucking recording, isn't it?